Welcome back. If you completed your program, it should have looked something like this. Public void main, int inum with a semicolon, and then inum equals 10 with a semicolon. And after you run it, you should have seen this. That's right, still nothing. Our program created the data, the variable, and it put data into the variable, but it still doesn't do anything with the variable. So let's do something with our variable. One of the things we could do is to put the data into something else. For example, let's say we created a variable, int inum1 equals 10. We created the variable and we put 10 into it. And then we created a variable called inum2. We could put the value from inum1 into inum2 by saying inum2 equals inum1. Again, the assignment operator takes what's on the right, the value in inum1, and puts it onto the left. The other thing we could do is change the value in the variable. Variable is named variable because the data varies. It changes. In this case, let's say we defined inum1 equals 10. So that creates a variable inum1 and puts the value 10 into it. And then we said inum1 equals inum1 plus 5. The assignment operator is going to evaluate the right side, which means it's going to read the value out of inum1, which is 10. It's going to add 5, and then it's going to take that and put it back into inum1. So it'll read 10, add 5, that's 15, and put it back into inum1. The value of inum1 after that code runs is 15. You can also take a variable and pass it to a method. You'll recall earlier we used console print to write out numbers. We wrote console print, and then in parentheses we put a whole number with a closed parenthesis and a semicolon, and when we ran the program it wrote out that number to the screen. Well, if we put a variable inside of console print, a variable that represents a whole number, console print will write out the value that's in the variable to the screen. For example, this code below, console print inum1, will print out the value. Let's give that a try. Click Next or go back to your problem on logicbox.us and complete step 3. Write the value of the variable to the screen using console print. Remember, there's an additional resources section which you can click to open up help files that will explain how methods like console print work